Welcome to Colombia! Today I'm going to tell you about the best beaches in Colombia. Welcome everybody, I'm happy having you on my channel. Today I will tell you everything I know about the beaches in Colombia, and the interesting thing is I made some research online and found some blogs, and I tell you, don't believe everything you find in the internet. The people who published those blogs or articles or whatever, I guess they have never been to Colombia because it's just crap. They wrote so much bullshit about the beaches in Colombia, they have no clue. I'm going to tell you the right stuff about the beaches. I made a list. I have a top 10 of my favorite beaches in Colombia, and there are some really good ones. And we're going to start with number 1, but don't click away after the best one, because there is more interesting stuff at the end of the video, some additional information, and you will see that if you stay tuned. So my favorite beach in Colombia is a bit difficult to get. It's in Punta Cana. This is the northernmost point of Colombia. You have to cross a desert in La Guajira. It's like a 4 hours ride by 4x4. You can start from Rio Hacha or Cabo De La Vela. It's a wonderful place, it's magic, and I was there twice. Once I got up there by boat, it's also possible, once by 4x4, and the dunes, they go directly into the sea, and it's a magical place. It's indigenous land and there is very little tourism, so you will be alone at the beach. It's just a wonderful place. Number 2, it's also a paradise beach. It's on a Colombian island which is called Providencia. To get to Providencia, you have to take the airplane from Cartagena or from Bogota. You fly to San Andrés, and from San Andrés you take a little airplane, 20 minutes, to Providencia. It's not touristically at all, and it's one of those wonderful Caribbean islands you can imagine and you saw in movies. And then you go to Southwest Beach. The first time I was there 3 years ago, I was alone at the beach for 3 days. I had a seafood platter like this big. It's a perfect spot for diving, and it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful places I've been. Then we have number 3. The beaches in Tayrona are a bit more famous, easier accessible, many will know them. My favorite beach there is Crystal Beach, which is not accessible by walking, but you have to go by boat. And from all those beaches, Tayrona has to offer, which in my opinion are all very beautiful. Crystal Beach is the best, but be careful when you go to Tayrona. You cannot swim on all the beaches. It's dangerous because of the tides, and also people drown there. So always be careful going to Tayrona for swimming, whatever beach you go. Then from Cartagena, about 40 minutes by boat, you have Islas Rosario, the Rosario Islands, and there you have different beaches. The best is to have a private boat, charter, and then when you go to a beach you're alone and some people come, you just take a boat, go to the next beach. So it's not just one beach but different beaches there, and beautiful. You have the Caribbean feeling, you have different blue shades in the water, it's good for snorkeling, good food, you can have some party if you want. Islas Rosario, very great place, number 4 on my list. Then we go back to La Guajira. You have Cabo De La Vela, which is a huge beach, and you could do kite surfing, windsurfing, just hanging around, doing some exercises on the beach. And right next to Cabo De La Vela you have the site, a little hill. And there is also a beach, so Cabo De La Vela, also a wonderful place, touristically totally underdeveloped. I think they still don't have energy, electricity over there. It's a great place for going, good food, cheap, but also a little bit away from the normal tourist path. From Santa Marta it will take you like 6-7 hours to get there. You have to go to Rio Hacha and then you go to Uribia, and from Uribia you need You can go by 4x4 and then you get there within 2 hours. So those were all beaches on the Caribbean, on the Atlantic coast. So now we go to the Pacific coast. We go to Bahia Solano, which is my favorite spot for whale watching, and where we actually send our clients because we have some good providers over there, some biologists, which do a fantastic job. So when you arrive in Bahia Solano, you can go actually to Bahia Solano, or it's called El Valle into the other direction, and there you also have a beautiful beach. It's a bit wilder, you have waves, and actually around Bahia Solano you have other beaches, but they're not so easy accessible. You will need a boat. But this is also one of my favorite beaches. It's a bit rough. Then we go also on the Pacific coast a bit further south to Nuki, and not in Nuki itself, but about 40 minutes boat ride you can go to the beach of Guachalito, and you have different luxury hotels on that beach. And when I was there, I was alone. There was nobody. It's beautiful. You can walk for 30 minutes, you see nobody, and the water is perfect temperature, sand is beautiful, you have crabs running around, lots of animals. Beautiful place, it's paradise. Then number 8, Nuki itself, because in front of Nuki, the town, you have a huge beach. It's so long, I walked there for hours and I got nowhere because it's so big. It's beautiful. It's also a very good spot on going to the Pacific coast. I have to say, to the Pacific coast, there are several spots where you can go, like Bahia Solano, Nuki, because there you have battalions of the Marines, of the Army, and those are safe areas. But in general, El Choco, this is department on the Pacific coast, it's an unsafe area. So if you're planning going there and moving around along the coast, I don't recommend that. It's very dangerous because narcos are all along the coast. But in those spots, very safe, no problem. Then I have a really insider. It's called La Barra, and I was there twice. I think the first time 4 years ago, and second time like 3 years ago. You have to go to Buenaventura, and from Buenaventura you have to take a boat to Huanchaco, and then you take a moto taxi and you go to La Barra, and there's nothing. You have a little village and they have no electricity, and it's just, this is an adventure. I don't know about the safety today, but I was there twice. It's wonderful, the beach, the sea, and it's just awesome. It's very beautiful, it's very cheap. You have accommodation which is very simple, but it's worth going there. Then number 10 on my list, I was there recently, it's Tumaco. Tumaco is actually not a tourist destination because it was very famous for being one of the most dangerous spots of Colombia, but today it's quite funny, there is more army and police than inhabitants, and it's actually totally safe. There is a good beach. On the weekends it fills up with lots of Colombians. They do party, going to the beach, swimming. It's actually a nice place, apart for seeing army everywhere all the time. Might be a very interesting experience for you as well. Then there are some places I actually don't know, but which I heard are very nice, good beaches. So one is Punta Cana and Sapsuro, and this is when you go towards Panama. It's there on the border and must be a great place. Check it out online. I'm sure you'll find some good YouTube videos over that. As soon as I'm going there, I also will make a production over there. Also, there is Las Islas de San Fernando. I've never been, I saw pictures and it looks very good. So that also might be an option, but I cannot tell how it is. Then, what I saw recommendations online, and I tell you right now, it's a no-go. Don't go there. It's ugly. No, it's just not a good place. I'll explain you why that is. So first of all, Playa Blanca close to Cartagena. This was once a beautiful beach, But today, when you go there, the beach is still nice, but it's overcrowded, especially the weekends. And you have all those beach vendors molesting you all the time. You have all those ladies coming and wanting to give you a massage, touching you. And they say 1,000 times, no, I don't want. And 2 minutes after, the next one comes. And it's just a terrible experience. You cannot relax, and to me, it's just terrible. It's so terrible. It's not relaxing at all. And the beach would be actually nice, but then you have those jet ski driving around all the time and yelling because they want to sell you some jet ski driving, and it's just terrible. Then we have San Andres. Everybody says San Andres is wonderful, but it's actually a very sad story. San Andres was once like Providencia with a couple of thousand inhabitants, and today it has a population of like 70,000. This island is destroyed. Its focus was on mass tourism, so you have Viva Air and like I don't know how many flights go there a day, but they pick up the tourists and on the boats, and they drive them out to the reefs and load them off on the reefs. And this island was once beautiful. Today it's mass tourism. It's like Mallorca in Europe. It's now. If you like that, you can go. Enjoy. I don't like it because also people drinking on the streets, you have duty-free shops. It's not what I see as a nice beach life. There's actually only one beach, one sand beach, and it's not that nice. It's overcrowded anyway. Then Palomino. It's a very hippie town, but today it's a bit famous for party, for drugs, for prostitution, and the beach. Also, it's very narrow, it's sometimes a bit dirty, and the waves are quite high, so it's not the best place for swimming. I mean, Palomino has its magic. Some places are cool and some activities are very good, but in general, I wouldn't go there if you're looking for the perfect beach. Although many recommend it. Then Taganga. I was in Taganga in 2009, the first time, and already then it was a party town. Today Taganga is, I think, Sodom y Gomorrah. You have lots of party, drugs, and prostitutes. It's one of those failures in Colombia, which are a little bit sad. And also the beach. You have the boats going in and out. You have the fishermen, and the beach is nothing special. Really not. It's not worth going there for the beach. Also, in general, I don't recommend going to Taganga. Just skip it. Unless you're that kind of tourists that want to go to Taganga. And then we have all those beaches around Cartagena. Terrible. Brown sand, dirty, beach vendors. If you're European or American and you're used to pretty beaches with good sand and a nice feeling and whatever, the beaches around Cartagena are not for you. So this was my top 10 list of the beaches in Colombia with some recommendation for no-goes also. If you like my information, give me a like or a non-like, and very important, write any comments or questions, whatever you want to ask. Share the link if you want somebody coming to Colombia. If you want to come to Colombia yourself, drop me a note. I'm more than happy to help you. And that's it for today. And I'm very happy to see you again in my next videos here on YouTube. See you soon. Bye bye from Colombia.